I'm going to show you how to create a Google Meeting using a nickname that students can't get back into. And I'm going to reuse the nickname every single time. And I'm also going to put that link on Moodle for this demonstration, but you could put the link on Moodle, Canvas, Google Classroom, however you want to use it. So what I would do is I would come into Moodle and I would create a link for students to use to get them to the Google Meeting website. You can do a label, a page, or a URL. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to choose a URL for this demonstration and click Add. Then I need to give this in Moodle and give it a name, so I'm just going to call it Google Meet Me. I'm going to give it the URL, so just to make sure I get it right, I'm going to copy and paste it from the meet.google.com website and paste this in here. In the description, I'm going to show the students what nickname I'm going to use. I would pick a nickname that is fairly unique to you. There aren't a lot of other Hashwriters teaching in Pattonville, so I feel pretty confident I could just use Hashwriter and every single time, and kids could join that way. Now, if you have a more common last name, you may pick a more unique nickname. So I'm also maybe going to give some information about when the meeting starts, or maybe it's Monday and Wednesdays at 10 a.m., whatever it might be. Okay, you can put whatever information in there you want. And then you might even make your nickname stand out a little bit more using a color. I'm going to check this box that says display description on course page so that this information about my nickname is going to show up under the link for students. And then I'm going to go down, save and return to course. So now I have this information here. If I'm a student right now and I try to join this meeting with this nickname, I can't. So I'm going to show you that. Right now I've switched over to a student account. And if I click use meeting code and I type in Hashwriter and try to join, it's not going to let me. It says you're not allowed to start a meeting. So, bummer. I can't join this meeting yet. But if I come back over here as the teacher and I go to the Google Meet link, which doesn't take them, I didn't give them a meeting code. I just sent them to Google Meet, right? I'm going to join this meeting with my last name, hit continue, allow all the things. And I'm going to join this meeting as the teacher. Okay, so now that I'm in the meeting, I do want you to notice a couple of things. I do have a meeting right now with a very unique meeting code. Okay, it starts with ZHC. But if you look at the top of my screen, you can see that I have another meeting code. That was the other meeting that I tried like 5 minutes ago. Okay, it starts with RYM. Students can't join that code. That meeting is dead. That code's gone. It's been used and it expired. Okay, so this is the new meeting code, but students don't know what that is. They only know to use my nickname Hashwriter. And now that I'm in this meeting, I can join it as the student. Okay, so this code, even though I use the Hashwriter both times, it creates a brand new meeting code every single time I use that nickname. So if I go back out to Pete and I try to use this meeting code now, it's going to let me join. And I'm going to turn my camera off just so it shows the P. Okay, and then I'm going to join now. Sorry, there was about to be a lot of feedback, so I shut it off. I was able to let the student join the meeting. Okay, I'm in it. So as the teacher, what I would do is have my meeting, and then when I'm done, I would let all the students leave, and when all the students have left the meeting, I would end the meeting. Now, 30 seconds passes. This meeting code is dead. Students can't join it if I'm not in there. So you could technically leave this live in your Moodle course. You don't have to hide it and show it or delete it every time because they aren't going to be able to get back in with that nickname until you start a meeting with that nickname. Now, if I want, I could come here and hide this and then just show it whenever I'm ready to turn it on, but you don't have to do that. You can just leave it there and just tell them, don't try to get in until 10. If it tells you you can't join it, then you have to try again a few seconds later or whatever. So that's why if I were the teacher, I would get in this meeting about 5-7 minutes earlier than the time I told the students to join. So that's basically how I would use nicknames with Google Meetings.